Hi, class. Hi, class. It is so wonderful to see you again. Hola. Today, I am extra excited about class today. We are going to be learning some words, 31 words, translating from English to Spanish. Yes. So go ahead and come on in, class. I am so much waiting for this class and so very excited. And I want to thank all of you who have recently commented on videos and who have been very supportive. Okay. And I want to thank Mama Gold for her recent comments. Thank you so very much, Mama Gold. And to all of you who are watching today, if you missed class, you can always go back and rewind it. Okay. So let's go ahead and get started. First, I'm going to show you some formal words. Then I'm going to show you some everyday words that you can speak, average words that you can speak to your friends and family members. And then I'm going to show you a few slang words. And I got these translations from off Google Translate. And hi to the two of you who just joined the class. Welcome. Okay. So again, we're going to be going over 31 words. We're going to translate from English to Spanish. Okay. And so the first word in English is hello. Hello. And try to pronounce these words on your own first. Hello. Hello. Okay. And these are the formal words. And in Spanish, that is what? Hola. Hola in Spanish. Okay. And these are more formal words. And the next word is good morning in English. Good morning. Good morning. And what would that be translated as in Spanish? Buenos dias. Buenos dias. Okay. And I'm still working on my Spanish accent. Hi, God's daughter. Good morning. Good to see you again. Okay. And the next word in English is good afternoon. Good afternoon. And the Spanish translation, some of you probably already know this one. This is another favorite. Buenas tardes. Buenas tardes. Buenas tardes. Okay. But you kind of want to put a little bit of a Spanish accent on it to make it sound a little more fun, a little more interesting. Because, of course, Spanish is one of the most sexiest languages. Okay, the next word is good evening. Remember that ing has that ing sound. This word here, even, is even, evening. Good evening. That's in English. And in Spanish, that means buenas noches. Buenas noches. Okay. And you want to have your index cards out and write these words on your index cards just like I do. I have the English on the front and Spanish on the back. And now we're going to go to, we're done with the formal words that you would use in business. And now we're going to go over some words that you would say around your friends and family members from English to Spanish. And God's daughter says, good morning and thanks. You're very welcome, God's daughter. And where's everybody? Well, they're just not responding in the chat, but I have 4 people in the chat right now. Okay. So, but if you all want to say hi, say hi. You can say hi in Spanish or English. The next word is hi. And in English, and in Spanish, that means hola. Hola is hi. And I know it starts with an H, but again, this is a Spanish translation, so you don't hear the H sound, you just hear the hola, but it starts with an H, okay? The next word is greetings in English. Greetings. That GR has the gr sound, E has the E sound, ings, greetings. Okay. And in Spanish, that is saludos. Saludos. Okay. Okay. And Mama Gold wrote Good evening. Good evening to you, Mama Gold. Okay, it's good to see you. The next word is good seeing you. Okay, I pretty much just said that. Good seeing you. Okay. And in Spanish, that means there's two different translations, one for the females and another one for the males. So good seeing you for when you're speaking to a lady or a female would be buena verte. Buena verte. When you're speaking to a lady or a female or girl. When you're speaking to a man, good seeing you would be translated as bueno verte. Bueno verte. Okay. Okay. This depends on who you're speaking to. The next word is nice to see you. Nice to see you. Okay. And when you're speaking to a lady, that would be translated as encantada de verte. When you're speaking to a lady, encantada de verte. When you're speaking to a man, it would be encantado de verte. Okay? Okay. So you have that. The next word is hey. And in Spanish, that would be pronounced oye. Oye. Okay? Oye. The next phrase, actually, these are phrases, not just words. How's everything? How's everything? Okay, notice I have an apostrophe S in English. How's, that means how is. How's everything? In Spanish, that would be como está todo. Como está todo. Okay? Como está todo in Spanish. The next word in English is how's life? Okay? How's life? And in Spanish, that would be como está todo? Como está todo? And since you're asking a question, you see I have the question marks. It looks in Spanish, you see an upside down question mark when at the beginning of the phrase when you're asking a question, and at the end, then the question mark is more upright the way we have it in English. That's just how they write their questions. Okay. And I forgot to put the question marks on the last phrase. Mama Gold writes, nice to see you. Nice to see you too, and all of you. Okay. The next phrase, how have you been? How have you been? Okay. And in Spanish, that would be, ¿Cómo has estado? Excuse me, ¿Cómo has estado? ¿Cómo has estado? Okay. Okay. Okay, and that's in Spanish. Next phrase, long time no see. Long time no see. If you haven't seen a person a long time, then the Spanish translation, mucho tiempo sin verlo. Mucho tiempo sin verlo. Okay? In Spanish. And that's an O at the end. I know it's kind of hard to see. Next phrase, for a person you haven't seen in a while, hey stranger. Hey stranger, when you're speaking to a lady, that would translate as the one on the top, hola extraña. Hola extraña. Whenever you have an N with that little squiggly mark on the top, then it kind of has like a Y sound. Hola extraña for a lady. When you're speaking to a man, it's hola extraño. Okay? Hola extraño for a man, hola extraña for a lady. Okay? Next phrase, nice to see you. Nice to see you. Okay? Nice to see you. In Spanish, when you're speaking to a lady, encantada de verte. And we've had this before for another phrase. And in Spanish, it would be encantado de verte. Okay? Depends on whether you're speaking to a lady or a man. Okay? And if I'm going too fast, you can always go back and rewind the video, pause in between the words, and write these on your index cards. Okay, the next one is nice. Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you. Okay? And in Spanish, if you're speaking to a lady, once again, encantada de conocerte. If you're speaking to a man, it would be encantado de conocerte. Okay? Let me pronounce that a little bit better. If you're speaking to a lady, encantada de conocerte. When you're speaking to a man, encantado de conocerte. Try to put a little bit more of a Spanish accent there. Okay. Next. Pleased to meet you. Pleased to meet you. Okay. And these are good to know because you'll never know if you're out and about and you speak to a Spanish person, then you can greet them the correct way. And Tasha Hines says, good morning. Good to see you. Welcome to class. I'm going over 31 words, translating from English to Spanish, okay, using Google Translate. So let me go over that again. Pleased to meet you. Pleased to meet you. Okay. Pleased to meet you. Okay. That's in English. And in Spanish, when you're speaking to a lady, that would be encantada de conocerte. When you're speaking to a man, that would be encantado de conocerte. Okay? You have to learn how to roll your tongue when you're speaking Spanish. The next phrase in English is, it's an honor. And what does it's mean again? I taught you all this before. This is a contraction. It means it is. That's just like saying it is an honor. So it's an honor, okay? And in Spanish, that would be es un honor. Es un honor. I know it starts with an H, but when you're saying it in Spanish, it has that ah sound. Honor, okay? Es un honor. Okay. And it looks a lot like English. They say Spanish is one of the easiest languages to learn. The next phrase, a pleasure to meet you. A pleasure to meet you. Okay. And in Spanish, that would be un placer conocerte. Un placer conocerte. Okay. Un placer conocerte. Okay. The next phrase is good to see you. Good to see you. Okay. And in Spanish, that would be qué bueno verte. Qué bueno verte. Okay, so obviously the word bueno means good. And see is verte. Bueno by itself means good. Verte means see. Que bueno verte. Good to see you. Okay. The next phrase is, how are you doing? How are you doing? In English and in Spanish, ¿cómo estás? ¿Cómo estás? ¿Cómo estás? Okay. Notice I have the question mark upside down at the beginning of the phrase and right side up at the end. That's for any time you're asking a question On a couple of the cards, I didn't put the question marks, but anytime you're asking a question in these phrases, there should be a question mark upright in the front and then upside down at the end. Okay, so let me do that on this one. And the next phrase is, how are you? How are you? Okay, that's in English. How are you? And the Spanish translation, once again, ¿Cómo estás? ¿Cómo estás? Okay, ¿Cómo estás? Remember to put those question marks there. I kind of wrote it in pen. Okay, and so now we're going to go over a few slang, some things that you would just say out to your buddies, like out in the streets, or some people that you know really well. You know, you want to speak informally, more down to earth. You know, you don't want to be as formal or as proper. So this next phrase, how's it going? What does how's mean? Apostrophe S. That means how is. That's just like saying, how is it going? How's it going? This is going right here. Once again, ¿Cómo estás? ¿Cómo estás? Okay. Next slang phrase, what's up? What's up? Y'all remember Martin used to say that a lot. What's up? Okay. And in Spanish, ¿qué pasa? ¿Qué pasa? Okay. ¿Qué pasa? Remember to put the question mark upside down in the front and right side up at the end. Okay. Now this next one, I just wrote the word yo, and then in parentheses you would say the person's name, like yo Michael, yo Sarah, yo God's daughter, yo Mama Gold. You know, so in the parentheses I put the person's name, because normally when they say yo, then you say a person's name right after that in English. And what is it in Spanish? It's once again yo and followed by the person's name. Pretend like the person's name would be after there. So you would still just say yo in Spanish. Okay. Now the next one is funny. This is hey boo. Hey boo. You know, and so I put 2 O's on there, but I guess that could also be like, you know, like a ghost is saying boo, like something scary. Hey boo. Or that's like saying, hey baby, you know, something. Well, you hear women saying that, you know, to their friends, or, you know, a man might say that to his girlfriend or something like that. And in Spanish, I got 2 different translations on Google Translate. The first one says, oye, boo, that's O-Y-E-B-O-O, oye, boo. And then the second translation I got was hola, abucheo, hola, abucheo. So I'm supposing that you can use either one. Okay. And we're almost finished. I thank you all for hanging in there with me today. Okay. The next phrase is, what's new? What's new? That's just like saying what is, because it's apostrophe S. What's new, or what is new in English. And in Spanish, that would be ¿Qué hay de nuevo? ¿Qué hay de nuevo? What's up? Okay, in Spanish. Next phrase. Hey, baby. Hey, baby. That's just like saying hey, baby in English, but it's more like a slang. And in Spanish, that would be oye, nina, nina. Oye, nina, nina. Okay. And I like the way that sounds. The next phrase. What's happening? What's happening? Okay. A lot of people would just say, what's happening? You know, or what's happening, okay? And in Spanish, that would be ¿Qué está pasando? ¿Qué está pasando? In Spanish, okay? And, okay, well, actually, we have two more. I think one of them repeated, but anyway, this one is what's good? What's good? It's like saying what is good. That's just like saying another way of saying what's happening or how are things going. You could just say what's good. And in Spanish, lo que es bueno. Lo que es bueno. There we go. In Spanish, that means what's good. Okay. And the last one, it's kind of like saying hey bae, but instead of saying hey bae, you say hey baby. Hey baby. Y'all know it when you like it when the guys call you baby. Hey baby. Somebody that you know at least. In Spanish, hola cariño. Hola cariño. Remember that N has that little squiggly mark over it that has the Y sound. Hola cariño. Okay. For some reason, when I hear people speaking Spanish, I get hungry. Especially when they're rolling that Y sound. Hola cariño. Okay. Okay. So I hope that you all have learned so much today. And I think the class went by at a pretty good pace. I want to ask everyone in this class and all of you who are watching to give this video a thumbs up. Please give this video a thumbs up. It helps the channel out. And whenever you watch my videos, watch it all the way from the beginning of the video to the end of the video. Okay? Even if you attended class, watch it from the beginning to the end because it hurts the channel when you don't watch the entire video. Okay? And you never know when you'll meet someone who speaks Spanish and you want to be able to greet them correctly. Okay? And to make our sisters and brothers feel welcome. Okay? Even, if you haven't learned anything else, at least hola, okay? Or buenos dias, or buenos nieve, okay? Okay, so we're all, still learning. I'm still learning. So, and, okay, that's another message from Tasha. Says good morning. Okay, and does anybody have any questions really quick? That's one good thing about coming to class. You get an opportunity to ask a question at the end. I'm going to put this in the chat. If anyone wants to, you don't have to show your face. I just put the link in the chat right there. If anybody wants to speak rather than typing the question, then that's fine as well. So I'll give you a moment to do that. And also I'm going to be having another short video coming up shortly where I'm going over 3-letter words. So you want to watch that. These will be brand new 3-letter words that I haven't taught you yet. And I will be sounding out the words using phonics. So you want to add those words to your index cards as well. And then you can use them to make sentences in your reading notebook, okay? Because I may not have time to remind you in a short video to write sentences, but anytime I give you words, new words, you always add them to your index cards, which are these things are index cards. And then I want you to write sentences with those new words in your reading notebook anytime I give you new words, just like today, okay? But, as far as those of you who speak English, you can write the sentences in English, and then you can just put the Spanish translation under it just to remind yourself, okay? All right, looks like no one has any questions that they want to ask. I want to thank all of you for watching, and I want you to have a wonderful day. And let me see if I can remember. Buenas tardes. Let's see. Let me go back. No, it's still morning time. Buenos dias. I want to say good morning to all of you who are watching in the morning. It's still morning time, Eastern Standard Time. And buenos dias to all of my Spanish speaking students out there. Buenos dias. And I want to thank you all for watching. If you haven't already, subscribe to my channel. Give this video 2 thumbs up. When you subscribe, click the bell notification to be informed of future videos so you don't miss any of our lives, okay? Any of our live videos. The homework for tonight, like I said, write at least 10 sentences using these new words. You don't have to use all of them, but choose the ones that you want and write 10 sentences. Let me give you some sentences, okay? Sentence number 1, have a good evening. Have a good evening. Homework sentence number 2, how are you doing? How are you doing? Sentence number 3, hello to you. Hello to you. Sentence number 4, have a good day. Have a good day. Sentence number 5, what's happening to you? What's happening to you? Sentence number 6, where are you going? Where are you going? Okay, kind of pulling a word from a previous class. Where are you going? Sentence number 7, how are you doing? How are you doing? Sentence number 8, can I say, hey baby, to you? Can I say, hey baby, to you? Sentence number 9, it is a pleasure to meet you. It is a pleasure to meet you. And sentence number 7, I hope that you have a good evening. I hope that you have a good evening. Okay? And in the next video, I will give you answers to these sentences. Okay? So go ahead and write those 10 sentences in between now and the next time that we have class. And please don't wait to the last minute, because I wait sometime in between the classes when I give you the homework in between the next class time to give you time to write the sentences, because a lot of you did not do your homework last time and that's not helping you. Okay, so those of you who speak English, when you write these sentences, you can write them in English. And then if you want, you can put the Spanish translation for some of the phrases under there if you would like to, okay? And I thank you all for watching. Give the video a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, click the bell notification. Oh, I see a comment. Okay.